Hey, dude.
Hey, man.
Not much. I'm just having a hard time figuring how to write this script for my family violence class.
Why do you have to write a script for the class?
The teacher said it was a way for us to better understand family violence by looking into articles about domestic violence and write a skit about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you know anything about family violence?
Actually, I read a journal called Domestic Violence, Poverty, and Social Services. Does location matter? The article then asked if the location determined how whether or not a person commits family violence.
Or I've read that, too. That conclusion that came from the article was that geographic location of one's home is not the sole determinant of a family violence, and neither was the presence of the social service agencies did not affect the rates of domestic violence.
I never knew that. I learned something new.
Actually, I came across another article was rather surprising.
What was it about?
It was called Family Violence. What you haven't heard?
Oh, I read that one. I am really surprised by the way. It just cannot help the way I sound.
Can you tell me a little about it then?
Well, it's about men being the victim of spousal abuse.
Wait, for real, dude? I think I read the wrong article.
Men are often ashamed when they end up being victims of abuse. Police officers do not consider it domestic violence when a man is abused. Men are also sent to prison, often when they try to restrain their wives for abusing them.
Wow, I did not know that. I am not trying to sound sarcastic either.
How about you write about financial difficulties as a strong relationship to domestic violence? You can find this in Welfare Reform's inadequate implementation of the family violence option, exploring the dual oppression of poor domestic violence victims.
You are right. Not a lot of people know that there is a strong relationship of transfer of violence from one generation to another. There is a strong correlation abuse with kids that grew up in an abusive home, but that does not guarantee that they will be abusive or be in abusive relationships. Just that there is a strong relationship. I will make the most eye-opening skit there is about domestic violence.